Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. This is Naman. Today we're reviewing The White Wolf by BuzzToys. Very curious to see what this toy looks like. I think this is BuzzToys' first release. It's also an unofficial toy of The Witcher. I'm a big fan of The Witcher games and the books. I think Henry Cavill's performance on the Netflix show was pretty good. And from the images on the internet, I think BuzzToys did a good job with the sculpts. Though we're going to look at everything in the Lightbox soon and compare it to another Henry Cavill toy too. Then we're going to bring it all out to the toy room for some fun poses. Before we do all that, I hope you can tap that like button and subscribe button to support my channel. So here's the front of the box. As you can see, there's quite a bit of damage on top. I purchased this from Giant Toy and they really don't know how to package. They overpackage everything and it's incredibly frustrating to open. Moreover, it damages the figure. But anyway, so here we have Henry Cavill's mug in the front of the box. It says The White Wolf at the base. You've got some branding from BuzzToys. At the back of the box on the top it says The White Wolf. There's some warnings and a bit of a description in the center. So let's get this box open. The quality of this box is actually better than a lot of third-party toy manufacturers. Oh, very nice insert inside. Nice portrait of Henry. Ooh, there's an instruction sheet. Very high quality paper. Someone like Susu Toys should take note. I know they have a lot of fans, but nice to have an instruction sheet. Nice to have a higher quality box than other third toy manufacturers. Very excited to open this. Look at those sculpts. Those do not look bad at all. Oh, what's that I see? Die-cast swords. So you've got a couple of sculpts. They look pretty good. Sack of gold, I think. Garments look good, nice soft goods. A few hands. Those die-cast swords. Nice chain. A cloak. There's a bag under there for the swords, I think. A random diorama piece. And a very generic sand. It doesn't even have a logo on it. So there's some weird markings on the base. It doesn't look very clean. Nice solid plastic though. This bit goes in right here. Fits in quite easily. A bit wobbly. But yeah, you can adjust the height if you want. But yeah, the base is quite wobbly. So here's the diorama piece. Looks like the foot of a monster. Apologies, I don't know what monster, but that looks very nice for a third-party toy. Look at that blood, look at the stump. Looks very disgusting. But yeah, this diorama piece is quite impressive. I like it. Nice texture, very nice paint apps. The claws look really cool too, nice and sharp. I can imagine this clawing away at the Witcher. That was my sound effect. Thank you. Here's the silver chain that the Witcher wears around his neck with the wolf symbol. Again, I'm very impressed by the quality of the accessories by this third-party company. So excited to check out these swords. Let's start with the white one. The silver sword. Looks beautiful. Nice die-cast material. Love the hilt. Nice handle with the symbols. Nice hefty material. The black sword is even nicer. Wow. Nice little grip. Love those runes printed on the sword. Again, very nice die-cast material. Comparing the two swords, the black one is the winner, but the white one, the silver one, this looks pretty nice too. So here's a robe, and I have to say, this outclasses most robes given by Hot Toys. For example, Luke Skywalker came with a nice robe, but this is so much nicer. The material is a very beautiful suede, has wiring all over it so you can get nice poses. And the dye is very rich, beautiful brown color. I don't know if the dye is going to come off on the body, but looks gorgeous. The set also comes with this beautiful sword bag, which feels like leather. Inserting the swords is quite easy. This bag wasn't necessary, but it's a really nice touch. I actually don't remember him having this bag from the show. There you go. And then you can just hang this off the Witcher. So on the top tray now, and here, this is supposed to be a sack of gold, I think, or a sack of coin, but to me, it just looks like a sack of poop. I don't think this is really nicely done, especially compared to the other accessories. It's nice to have, but they could have done a better job with the pin-apps. Here are all the extra hands he comes with. They're nice, but I wish he came with a left sword holding hand so he could dual wield, but he does not, sadly. Here's the aggressive looking head sculpt. The likeness isn't complete, but it's not bad. I like the shadow on his face, the eyes, the skin tone's good too. The hair seems to have a gray wash. Doesn't look bad. There's a seam line that I can't stop looking at, but it's there. So there's the dark eyes he gets when he drinks his potions. I wish that darkness was extended across his face, but he still looks scarier. The regular sculpt, it has to be said, is much better looking, much more accurate to Henry Cavill. Again, nice stubble, beautiful orange eyes, similar gray wash on the hair. You can see the ponytail, flows nicely. Some scars on his face. Great side profile. Can't ignore that seam. But I think this sculpt looks fantastic. The other sculpt is definitely not as good, but it's still not bad. Again, I wish that the darkness flowed more across the aggressive sculpt, but they both look like Henry Cavill. So here is the Witcher standing, and those shoulder pads, they look kind of wonky, but I'll show you how to fix that later. Overall, it looks good. I feel like the legs are really, really long, like a giraffe. And also the ankles are very weak. He falls very easily. So we're going to look at that when we look at the articulation. Loose ankles. As you can see, the shoulder pads are really floppy. They look very odd. Don't look like the toy should. So here's how you adjust them. You just get them in position. And then you slide the head on top. You have to adjust a little bit even after you do that. Just going to show you quickly on camera. Still not perfect, but much better. You can angle them further down and they look okay. After a bit more adjustment off camera, I think they look much better and much more like what was advertised. Here's Geralt in Paint Me Like One of Your French Witchers pose. He looks very good here. The soft goods on this toy are quite nice. The gauntlets, the shoulder pads, the chest armor. Nice quality materials here. I like that they include an extra pack of bolts in case you need to repair the armor. That's very cool of them. I also like that there's wear on the boots. As you can see, lots of dirt everywhere, even on the knees. I think that gives this package a lot of character. The soft goods fit really well too. My only concern is that the body's not muscular enough to represent how Geralt looks, played by Henry Cavill. But overall, I think that the soft goods on this toy are excellent. So let's look at the articulation now. Head turns left, turns right, but it compromises the shoulder pads a little bit. But yeah, it turns okay. Some restriction because of the hair, of course. Tilts left, tilts right nicely though. Looks down okay. Looks up okay. Not too well. Again, that's the hair. It's causing the issue. Shoulder goes up nicely. Unfortunately, the elbow doesn't go too far. It's not double jointed. which is very disappointing actually, especially for a sword holding figure. Bicep twists okay. Hand twists completely, turns fully. Nice ab crunch. Ab crunch back too. Not much twist on the waist, just a little bit. Leg kicks forward very nicely. Kicks back. Check out the knee. Oh, that's a double jointed knee. Don't know why the elbows aren't double jointed. The feet, I suspect, well, there's some articulation at the feet, but they are so loose. They are so loose. They're looser than Geralt in high school. Very loose. And the boot comes off really easily. This is a really weak spot for this toy. If you push the shin part down into the boot, the stability isn't too bad, but yeah, the ankle is dreadfully loose, I'm afraid. Overall, the articulation is good, but those ankles, So here's Geralt with his robe on. He's got that sack of poop in his hand, the chain on his neck, and he's got a sword in the back. And I think overall it looks good. The robe flows very nicely. Let's see if he falls. If I turn him a little bit, so far he's okay. And there you go. Here's Geralt again. This time he's got his sack of swords right over there on the left. Looks pretty neat, doesn't it? Here's Geralt. After killing a monster, he's got his magic hand on him. Diorama below his foot. Silver sword in his hand. And that's the angry face with the black eyes. Here's Geralt dual wielding. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, they only give us one sword holding hand, so you have to adjust it a little bit to do the dual wielding pose. I thought it would be interesting to pose White Wolf with another fantasy figure, so here he is with Kier, First Sword of Death by Sideshow. And I think they look awesome together. And here he is after kicking her butt, of course, because White Wolf would beat her, I think. Though I feel a few Sideshow employees might have something to say about that. Here he is with my kid's dinosaur toy, because this is the only monster I have. He's running away with his sack of poop. Here's White Wolf posed with Hot Toys Henry Cavill. And the White Wolf sculpt pales in comparison in terms of the paint apps, but the mold is actually pretty good. And it's not a bad looking toy at all compared to something official. My final score for BuzzToys White Wolf will be 3 out of 5 stars. I really wanted to give this 4 stars at least because I really like the sculpts. The die-cast swords are actually quite nice, and the soft goods on this toy are very good. Unfortunately, the terribly weak ankles are very problematic. The toy falls quite easily when in a dynamic pose, and I don't like using stands. Also, the body isn't muscular enough to represent the actor, and the articulation is only okay. I also think the angry sculpt could have been a bit better. The paint apps are a bit lacking. That being said, I think this is the only 1/6 Witcher toy out there, and overall it's a very good purchase. That's it guys, thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. I hope you stick around for some fun poses from The Witcher, hope you can hit the like button and subscribe button, and stick around for more reviews from Noman.